Portia Jade is the Director of Operations for Presque Isle Pickleball.
Yes.
That's all we've heard.
Yes.
Pickleball.
Pickleball is the craze nowadays.
And it's the craze that is continuing. It doesn't seem to die off.
It's such a fast-growing sport.
Yeah.
We have just about upwards of 2,000 people in our system. We have a lot of people who come in from out of town and they're looking for an indoor place to play, so they pick us. So.
And before we talk about this big tournament that you guys have coming up early in the new year, talk about how your place works. Open 24/7.
Yeah, so we are open 24/7. So we use court reserve to book, which is what the other indoor facility uses as well. So we can kind of coincide with them.
Oh, nice.
Which is super nice. So when you book a court, you'll get a code, and the code gets sent to your court reserve app, and that starts working 15 minutes prior to your reservation, so you can get in the side door anytime.
Wow. And how many courts do you have?
We have 6.
6 courts. Okay. Talk about this big tournament. I love the name of it.
So we have a Dink in the New Year tournament.
Dink in
yes,
the New Year.
That is on Saturday, January 4th.
Okay.
So it starts promptly at 9 a.m. Check-in is going to be 45 minutes prior to whenever your time is supposed to start. So our first group is the advanced group. So they'll check in at 8:15. They start at 9 a.m. That goes 9 to 12. And then our next group checks in. They start at 12:30, which would be our intermediate group.
Okay.
And then the beginners start at 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said your intermediate group is your most popular group. So
That
if you have a
is.
team at home and you're thinking about entering in that group, you should probably do so soon.
Yes. Yeah. So the intermediate group right now we have 8 teams for. We do cut them off at 12 teams.
Okay.
So that definitely is our most popular. I would say that's probably the biggest group that we have that plays at PIP.
Okay. And people are very into pickleball and they're very competitive about it, right? So how do these tournaments go?
So this is one of the first tournaments like this that we have done. We
Okay.
did do a teams tournament not that long ago. I want to say it was in October. That one's a little bit different. We use the MLP and PPA format, so more like the pros.
Okay.
And that one is you have 4 people on your team, 2 women, 2 men. You play your doubles with the men, your doubles with the women, and then they switch. And so you'll have a mixed doubles for each.
Okay.
And then you play against different teams. So this is the first one that I've done since I started working there with this kind of format, but they have been going really well.
And competitive.
Yeah, very competitive. Our people are very competitive.
Yeah. So Portia, what if someone's thinking, all right, I want to take this leap into pickleball in the new year, but I don't know where to start.
So the day after the tournament, January 5th, we have an open house for new people. They can come in, they don't have to sign up for anything, they can learn how to play. They get about an hour of kind of basic instruction. So that'll be from 4 to 6 on Sunday. That's right after our open play, and we'll have a bunch of people in there, a bunch of people who play and they like to help out, as well as having our instructors in there.
Yeah, and the reason I've heard so much that pickleball has grown so rapidly is because anyone can play, and it's easy to pick up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that big open house is coming up the 5th.
Yep.
The big tournament, Dink in New Year, is on the 4th. What's Dink? Explain that a little bit.
So dinking is what you do at the net. That's your soft game. So a lot of people, when they see the pros play, they're power hitters and you see them play fast, but you also, when they make those slow shots at the net, that's called dinking.
Okay.
So what you get into there is if you get into what we like to call a dink off. It's really, basically it's cross court and you're hitting those slow shots and you can keep hitting them to the same person, and it's kind of whoever tires out first, and you might get a point from that.
Okay, so Dink in the New Year over there at Presque Isle Pickleball, Saturday, January 4th. They also have that open house the following day on the 5th. And then really through the winter, you have beginners courses and ways for players to get better.
Yeah, so we have a 101 session that's on January 18th. That's a 3-hour session. So you come in there, you have 3-hour instruction, you learn how to play. From there, you kind of, you can sign up for open plays, you can rent courts, you can do whatever. And then we also have a 201 session on February 8th. So that's kind of to expand your skills from the 101 session.
All right, and you have a great Facebook page that explains it all. Website, I would assume?
We do, eriepickleball.com.
All right, Portia, thanks for being here and sharing your love of pickleball.
Yes.